Mulweni, Sanibonani, Dumela, Awusheni. Hello everybody. Welcome back to African Xhosa ASMR. Based on the title, this is going to be a true crime ASMR video where we will cover the case of Nontobeko Cele and Sibusiso Lawrence. According to a report by the World Population Review, South Africa is considered to be the #1 unsafest country for women. It has relatively high rates of SA, betarization, and planned intentional unaliving of women, whereby the perpetrators do not face any proper repercussions for their foul actions. According to this report, about 25% of South African women stated that they feel safe when walking alone at night. The report went to state that statistically, over 40% of South African women are most likely to be AR'd in their entire lifespan. Today's case gets to prove how dangerous South Africa really is when it comes to women. Without further ado, let's get started. I would like to disclaim that I usually prepare these cases a couple of hours before I, present them to you. It takes a while for me to get, all my sources together. And once I've gathered everything together, I usually take out my notebook and I just structure everything together, starting from the beginning up until the end. And then I can be able to just present everything to you in a way that flows. That's exactly what I did in today's case as well. But I would like to disclaim that I had such a busy week. I was invited somewhere to be a host in a science-based conference under, last minute because there was an emergency from the host's side. So they reached out to me. Of course, I said yes. And I went there and I hosted and everything went well. But it was yesterday. But then I did not get time for preparing or at least memorizing what I had written for today's case. So in today's case, I will be reading everything that I wrote to you guys. I hope you don't mind because I usually do at times read to you guys some of my videos and you tend to not mind. So I hope you don't mind with this case either. So this is what I had prepared. Today, I'll tell you the tragic story of Nontobeko Cele, a young woman whose life came to a heartbreaking end after years of pain and betarization. Nontobeko Cele was just 23 years old. She was born on the 12th of January 2001 in Dududu, which is a rural area near Umzito on the KwaZulu-Natal province south coast. Nontobeko was a mother, she was a sister, and a friend. She had dreams like any other young women, But her life took a dark turn when she met Sibusiso Lawrence, the man who later shattered her world. Sibusiso was born in 1992. From the outside, their relationship might have looked like a love story, but it was far from a fairy tale. Friends and family described it as rocky, filled with on and off moments, and marked with bitterization and control. Despite all these red flags, Nontobeko Cele and Sibusiso Lawrence decided to take a big step. They decided to have a South African traditional wedding sealed with ilobola. Ilobola by the South African law is considered traditional wedding. Even if you did not go to court to get married and get your marriage certificate, if you can prove to the court of law that you had ilobola negotiations, then you are considered married. Ilobola is a South African version of what is referred to as dowry, the bride price. I had made a video about the history of ilobola, what it means, and its significance in South Africa and the different cultures within it. If you would like to check it out, make sure that you check out this video of mine. So, ilobola is a practice where the groom pays a bride price and to the bride's family. But even after their union, the cycle of conflict continued. When they fought, their families would often step in, arranging sit-down meetings to try and mend things. These interventions did work, but only just temporarily. The peace never settled, and arguments would resume, often escalating to bitterizations. Nontobeko's friends painted a clear picture of who Sibusiso Lawrence really was. He was controlling and abusive, particularly when Nontobeko Cele would spend time with her friends, they claimed. On one occasion, while out with her friends, Sibusiso stormed in, dragging her out of the gathering and took her home. Nontobeko resisted, telling him, "My friends are inside. They know what's going on. My friends can see what you're doing to me." But Sibusiso's chilling reply was, "I don't care. I will deal with them too." This wasn't an empty threat. One of Nontobeko Cele's friends now carries a permanent scar on her leg from Sibusiso's bitterizations. It's a scar that serves as a haunting reminder of his brutality. The abuse wasn't limited to moments like these. Nontobeko Cele's family revealed that after each incident, he would carry on as if nothing had happened. they would post photos online portraying a picture perfect family. One moment stands out. It was a family road trip. Sibusiso insisted that everyone sing the song, "We are family," but behind the smiles and the singing, the truth was visible. Nontobeko Cele had a black eye from one of his punches. So, why did Nontobeko stay? Why didn't she walk away from the toxic relationship? These are questions that many people are asking themselves, but the answers are rarely that simple. To understand more, we need to take a closer look at who exactly Sibusiso Lawrence was. His father described Sibusiso as a very calm, collected, and quiet young man, an introvert who really expressed his feelings. But there was a side to him that emerged when he was drunk. According to his father, alcohol loosened his tongue, and that's when he would share his frustrations. He would share his grievances, but not in a violent manner, claims his father. One of these frustrations was particularly significant. Sibusiso revealed during one of these drunken moments that one of Nontobeko Cele's children wasn't biologically his. This revelation deeply bothered him. Although the family tried to resolve these issues through meetings, it lingered in the back of their relationship, resurfacing during arguments. And he would burst out saying that he's supporting a child that is not even his. Over time, Sibusiso's frustration turned into aggression. There were multiple attempts on Nontobeko Cele's life where he tried to unalive her. During the first attempt, he chillingly told her, "I could unalive you and no one would ever find you." Nontobeko confided this terrifying moment to one of her friends. The second attempt is a bit controversial and there's so many sides to it and theories. But the second attempt was even more disturbing. Sibusiso Cele hit Sibusiso Lawrence, hit Nontobeko Cele with his car. But instead of facing the consequences, he manipulated her. That's the first theory. He manipulated her, convincing her to marry him. That is when he went on to go pay ilobola, and the marriage became a way to cover up this incident. Now, coming to the second conspiracy or theory concerning the second incident. Some speculate that this incident was orchestrated by both parties as a scam to claim money from South Africa's Road Accident Fund. But the third attempt would be the last. When did it happen? It took place in December of 2024. In December 2024, just days before Christmas, Sibusiso Cele's behavior took a strange turn. He began giving away his belongings. His father later explained that this was likely because Sibusiso knew that his life was about to end. On the 18th of December 2024, just last Christmas, Sibusiso Cele posted a chilling confession video that went viral in all social media platforms in South Africa. In the video, he was covered in the substance that flows through your veins, the red substance that comes out when you beat somebody or I'm pretty sure you know the red substance. So he was covered on his face with that red substance, and he showed the unalived body of Nontobeko Cele, and he admitted to unaliving Cele. Shortly after, he then unalived himself, but in a spot near where he had taken her life by, in a tree. He, unalived himself in a tree. In his final words, in the last video that he ever posted on his social media, Sibusiso Lawrence said, "You will say I am being ruthless. I have tried and worked hard in my life, trying to satisfy a woman, trying to make her happy, trying to make a woman happy. I have tried really hard. I have lost a lot of things and a lot of money, lots of everything." End quote, said Lawrence. "She gave birth to a child who is not mine, and I have taken care of her. She got tired of me and rejected me as she was about to get the road accident fund payout that I helped with. She broke up with me," claimed Lawrence. He claimed that after years of trying to make things work with Nontobeko Cele, he decided to move on with his life. He truly loved her, but when she broke up with him and he tried to go back to her, but she just didn't want him back because she was about to get him money from the road accident fund, he decided, you know what, it's time to let it go. Let me break up with her and move on with my life. So, after years of trying to make things work with Nontobeko, he decided to move on. It wasn't easy. He admitted that he truly loved her, but he eventually let go and found new love with someone else. For a while, things seemed to be looking up for him. But according to Sibusiso, as soon as Nontobeko Cele realized that he had moved on and was in a happy relationship with someone else, she decided to contact him, wanting him back. They arranged to meet, and during that meeting, she took his phone and sent a message to Sibusiso's new girlfriend, claiming that she too was in a relationship with him. The result? The new girlfriend ended the relationship, believing Sibusiso had been unfaithful. Sibusiso described this as the final straw for him. He said that he had forgiven Nontobeko for many, many things in the past, things he called unforgivable. But each time he tried to leave and rebuild his life, she found a way to sabotage him. And now it ended in tragedy. Following the incident, public reaction was divided. Many South African men expressed sympathy for Sibusiso Lawrence, claiming that his actions were justifiable. They said they understood his frustration, his pain, and the series of events that pushed him to commit such a terrible, terrible act. On the other hand, South African women responded with a powerful movement on social media using the hashtag #IDidNotUnaliveHim. Women began sharing their own harrowing stories. These were stories of abuse, betrayal, and unimaginable sufferings at the hands of their boyfriends, partners, husbands, or even fathers and other male figures in their lives. But their message was clear. Despite all these tragedies, they chose not to unalive them. Women argued that no matter how much Sibusiso had been hurt by Nontobeko Cele, it did not give him the right to take away Nontobeko's life. They pointed out that Nontobeko was more than just his girlfriend and or wife. She was a mother to her children, a daughter to her parents, a friend, and an integral part in her community. Sibusiso Lawrence, they argued, had no right to rob her of all those roles. Nontobeko Cele's family, devastated by the loss, has refused to reconcile with Sibusiso Lawrence's family, despite repeated attempts from his family to seek forgiveness on Sibusiso's behalf. The Cele family has made it clear nothing can undo the damage, and they want absolutely nothing to do with the family of the man that took their daughter's life. Condolences have poured in for both families. It is undoubtedly a heartbreaking story, a tragedy that leaves behind pain and unanswered questions. Now, I would love to leave you with a question or a couple. Do you think Sibusiso's actions are justifiable? Can his pain and frustration excuse what he did? Or do you agree with those who argue that no matter the circumstances, nothing can justify taking someone's life? Let me know what you think about today's case and today's story in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Let us continue the conversation in the comment section. But before I go, I would like to leave you with the word of the day. These are words that, can carry you to the week ahead. So I will be reading today's words of encouragement to carry you throughout the week in the book of Proverbs chapter 4, verse 11. And they read, let me see, I'm trying to open them. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 11 to 13 reads, I will teach you wisdom's ways and lead you in straight paths. When you walk, you won't be held back. When you run, you won't stumble. Take hold of my instructions. Don't let them go. Guard them, for they are the key to life. Those are the words of the day. Hopefully they give you comfort, strength to carry on with the rest of the week. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day or night wherever you are. Ndinithanda nonke emakhaya. Bye bye in Vietnam.